Imagine if you start listening to
I guess what it is that I do get, like anyone would, get affected by the clickbait, by these kind of statements that come out. Kalki said, la la la, because they're usually taken out of context and made to look like you're kind of this crazy person that's like really rebellious or really hates somebody or really, like or you hate religion or you hate whatever. It has to have some offense around it.
Yeah.
This is the way that news and social media has become, right?
Yeah.
Everything is about what shocking information are we getting.
Yeah.
And that's why somebody's going to click on it and go and watch the interview. So knowing that, it's like, it doesn't matter what I say. It will be taken out of context.
I think what I learned from you is staying true to who you are, whether the society is telling you whatever. It's so difficult to be that authentic, Kalki. Look at the world around us. I don't think I'll ever see another you, to be honest. No, really.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I love you, and I think you're
I love you.
You always ask exciting questions, but I just have less faith in our concentration as human beings.
Yeah.
We want next. Yesterday I'm wearing Stitch today because I went to see Lilo and Stitch with my daughter.
Yeah.
It was literally like a ketamine high. Like, what's going on? You're showing this to bachas? It was every 3 seconds the frame is changing. Every 2 minutes there's like a mini climax. You are just like this all the time, and all the thoughts in the movie are noble, friendship, family, you might have bad behavior, but deep down, if you're given love, you can become a good person. All these are very noble thoughts and ideas. Great ideas. No problem with the script. But why do you have to film it like every second? Every second, I gotta be like this. I gotta watch it like this. And, 3D glasses, and it's popping out at you.
It's a lot.
And my daughter took her glasses off because she's not used to. She watches like 90s shows because I've also read too much research about Cocomelon, how addictive it is and all that. So she watches this kind of like slow stuff. So she took her glasses off. I'm like, why are you taking your glasses off? It's blurry when you watch it without. And she said, no, I don't. It's too much. They're coming out towards me. I don't like it. And I just thought, I feel like this has just become the norm, that we need the next 2-minute high. And so it's hard. It's hard for people to sit and have or listen to a whole conversation.
Fair enough.
But, there are certain things in life we got to do. We got to be stuck in traffic. We got to cook. We got to clean. There are times where you can listen to a podcast peacefully.
You will.
When I drive in Goa, because I drive a lot in Goa, I don't have a driver. I take my daughter to school. I go places with the car, and I put on a podcast. I love listening to podcasts when I'm driving.
We have more of you here. Do not listen to the first. This is what we want to stick with. But on that note, because you said, Kalki, what are the films in your career, that you consider to have truly impacted you, and hope you one day get to discuss that with your daughter, discuss the layers that you're showing in a film. I want you to point that out and tell me what they are and why.
I mean, I don't particularly want to shove my films into my daughter's
I'm saying if she wants to.
If she wants to watch.
Isn't it like if I had there's a curiosity, right, of any child
parent
to look up to what their parents are doing and to research and stuff.
Yeah. All in good time.
5-year-old is not.
When I'm 70,
When you're 70,
yeah, I think so, because kids go through a phase where they really don't want to know anything about their parents, and I'm preparing for that phase.
Really?
Yeah. They're like from 15 onwards. Like I'm planning to have some adult friends, okay, who are her aunties, like my friends who are my age.
The cool ones.
But the cool
aunties.
Who she will go have her first smoke with or do things with. So I have some idea, but she'll not know all this. So she can't listen to this podcast.
Oh, she can't.
The plan is to like have...
Protect her as much?
No, I don't know if it's protecting, but just to have that cool attitude, but also like know that there will be a period of time in her life where she will not want to tell her mother things. And I'll have to accept that. But there will also be a period where she grows out of that when she's like 35 and she has a kid and she's like, oh my God, this is hard. I'm going to ask my mom about this. And then the curiosity will open up.
But because you said that, I have to tell you. I told you I miss being best friends with my mother. Not now. Now we are at the age that we were. And I always felt that it's an assumption. There you go. That you'd probably be somebody who your daughter would reach out to because you would have open conversations and not really tell her what to do.
I mean, I would love that to happen, but I just see it. I see it all around me. Even the
You're not
coolest
very
moms.
positive today. You're like,
All the coolest moms I know, kid turns 12. And the hiding behind their husbands. Like, especially girls, girl mother, there's that whole weird thing going on.
Correct.
Oedipus, I don't know what it is, but there is a girl mother thing going on. So I don't mind. It might take some time to come back to me, but it's okay. But if she doesn't, if she really wants to be close to me, of course, I'll be thrilled. I hope I'm cool enough for that.
you 100% are. But then I have to tweak my question and say, what are the roles that impacted you? Let's say that. You know, some roles in your career, you look back and say that, that did change me a very little, and I see that kind of.
I mean, of course, Margarita with the Straw was one that really impacted me, not only because of the fact that the role was so unique and so challenging, but also because nobody before that in the industry had expected or given me the time. You know, Shonali had said 6 months of prepping. Nothing else should be done during this time. And it was so focused. You never get to dive so much into something in our industry. Usually you meet, you know, your husband in the film, like the character's husband, you meet like on the day of shoot, and you're shooting the most insane scene where you're fighting and crying and kissing, and you're like, I just met you today, you know, it's a little insane. And you're like, we should at least workshop for a few weeks, you know, like just try to understand something of the character. So yeah, I feel like often we just like fast get into a project. So that opportunity to really take time and get to is something amazing. And what happens when you spend that long on a character is that you form muscle memory. And this happens in theater. So theater actors will recognize this, that if you're doing a show over and over for years and years, it's muscle memory. Sure. After a point, you don't need to remember your lines. You stand in that position and you remember that line. It's weird. There's a body memory that takes over. And it happened for Margarita, you know, because I was so much in that character for so long that my body just knew how to get there. It wasn't intellectual. It bypasses the intellectual, which is a wonderful thing to do, because you're not thinking, I will do this next. I will pick up the glass like that. You're not. You're there. And that's wonderful. And that comes with that kind of length of time to prep.
I'm going to then pull you to Gully Boy, and since you have no idea about what happens to your characters online later, it's been discussed, right?
I'm sure it's been discussed to death.
It has been discussed. You know, a general perception, and also the scene, right, when she's breaking that bottle on your head in her rage. If you could tell us an anecdote of what was happening during the scene, because that meme is so widely shared, saying, I will do the same if it happens to my boyfriend. But yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, that was a long night.
Long night.
We were shooting. We started, I don't know, at 10 p.m. and shot till early morning, that bar scene. And it was a long night. Those bottles were not breaking in the right position. And, you know, they're using these sugar bottles. So obviously it's not harmful. But at one point, one of those bottles like hit me really close to the eye. And, you know, there was like a slight cut here. It's sugar bottle, so it's not, dangerous, but like still like the shock of it. So having like that many bottles hit on your head all night long is not the most pleasant event. But, you know, it definitely is a fiery scene. It works. It, you know, comes out well. So, you know, this is the things we do.
Do you not judge your characters that you play when you first read it?
Of course not. I mean, of course, when I first read it, I judged the whole script. I'm like, this is a shit script. This is not too bad. This isn't terrible. But no, I do, of course, look at it with a critical eye when I read it for the first time, because I need to know whether I want to do it. And usually a good sign is, if I want to do it, I immediately want to find out more about this character. I want to like research it. You know, it doesn't stop at the end of the script. It keeps going in my head.
Sure.
So that's a great sign. And then, yeah, I don't know. What else?
What else? Then you let it
No,
go.
like I don't judge the character once I'm playing it.
Sure.
Once I play a character, I'm like, this is me, this is my life, and she has every right to be who she is, and I have to advocate for my character.
Sure.
Because if I don't believe in the character, then nobody else can.
Ending by asking you, what have been your learnings as a person who joined the industry and who's now, spent a couple of years, many years here, and continues to do the kind of work that you wants to? What have you learned as an actor for those who probably want to break through to the industry?
Wow. What have I learned as an actor? I think, if it's something that you really want to do for the rest of your life, then, it's a very different thing. Today, there's a lot of confusion between being a celebrity and being an actor, and a lot of confusion between being an influencer and a social media star. And there's it's what Andy Warhol said, 5 minutes of fame everybody will have. So it's that a little bit, and you kind of need to know what it is you're really seeking when you say you want to be an actor. Is it that you really want to understand the craft? Do you really want to understand how this human mind and body work, and how the human condition is? Or is it that you want a career, you want to be out there? There are many reasons to do it, and I don't think there's a right or wrong reason. But knowing what you want is very important. That's the first advice. Second is, as actors, we often feel very helpless because we are in the hands of we need to be cast, we need to wait for work, there's this feeling that it's not in your control.
Sure.
So in order to reclaim that, it's very important for you to create work however you want. It might be making your own little film, it might be making a YouTube show, or even just practicing readings of a play with people that who want to act. The craft needs to be skilled and honed and worked. So don't stop doing that. Find ways to create, and it doesn't have to be expensive. It can be something that you can do at home. So just find that curiosity for the job as well all the time. Otherwise, then you'll just be jaded and waiting, and
that's excruciating.
It's excruciating and difficult, and I would say those two things are important.
I think they're excellent advice. Thank you so much, Kalki. I have a feeling there's so much to learn from your life, and of course your artistic choices, on-screen choices, etc. So that's what we want to take away from this conversation. Thank you for being so open and honest as always, and I love you and I will cheer for you and can't wait to see the crazy thing you do next.
Thank you, Rajani. It's always a pleasure, and I hope people will come and listen to our podcast.
They will. Thank you once again, and sending you so much love.
Thank you.
Thank you.